Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Granthraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 1, titled as Questions by Vidurji, text number 6. Shri Shukha Uvacha, Shukadeva Goswami saying, Yadā tu Raja Swasutan Asadhun Poshnam Dharmena Vinashta Drashti Bhratrur Yavishthasya Sutan Vibandhun Praveshya Laksha Bhavane Tada. Shukadeva Goswami said, King Dhritarashtra became blind under the influence of impious desires to nourish his dishonest sons, and thus he set fire to the lacquer house to burn his fatherless nephews and Pandavas. So we learned this shloka yesterday, we are revising this again. So here, Dhritarashtra, who was blind materially, was also blind spiritually because of his selfish desire. And he wanted, under this selfish desire, he was envious of Pandavas and he wanted to kill them. And he was giving company to his, or he was giving support to his dishonest sons led by Duryodhana. And one time they tried to kill Pandavas by burning them in a house made up of wax. But Pandavas were saved by the mercy of Vidurji. Dhritarashtra, Srila Prabhupada's purport, Dhritarashtra was blind from the birth, but his blindness in the committing impious activities to support his dishonest sons was greater blindness than his physical lack of eyesight. The physical lack of eyesight does not bar one from spiritual progress, but when one is spiritually blind, even though physically fit, that blindness is dangerously detrimental to progressive path of human life. So here Srila Prabhupada is trying to explain more about spiritual blindness. We may be spiritually blind, even though we may have eyes, which means that spiritual blindness means that ignoring the importance of soul and acting only for the pleasure of the senses. That is spiritual blindness. And when we are worrying more about this senses than the Atma, then we'll be in trouble. We try to get happiness through the senses, but happiness really is not in the senses. Senses are called as Vishaya. Visha means poison. So all these senses, they are the source of poison. They are source of misery. So as long as we try to be happy through the senses, sense gratification, we will never be happy. But when we try to please soul, Atma, by uniting it with Paramatma, then only we can be happy. So this is what it is mentioned here. The next shloka will continue from where we left yesterday. Shukadeva Goswami is further saying, Yadā sabhāyāṁ kuru-deva-devyāḥ keśa-abhimarśam suta-karma garhyam vārayām nṛpaḥ snuṣāyāḥ svāsrair harantyāḥ kuca-kuṅkumāni. Translation. The king did not forbid his son Duḥśāsana's abominable action of grabbing the hair of Draupadī, the wife of godly King Yudhiṣṭhira, even though her tears washed the red dust upon her breast. Hare Krishna. So here the material blindness of Dhritarashtra is explained more. First of all, he accompanied his son to kill Pandavas by burning them. On the top, he did not even try to stop his son Duḥśāsana, while he was molesting, while he was removing the Draupadi's clothes, when she was in the front of all the assembly, in front of everybody, she was crying, but her tears were not even washed, or she was not helped by King Dhritarashtra. So he was so much blind, you know, that he did accompany his sons in all the wrong things. So this is the result of material blindness, spiritual blindness. Spiritual blindness is that it forces you to do sinful activities because of the sense gratificatory activities. So we'll pause here, we'll continue next time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.